Meditation and Spiritual Life, Swami Yatiswarananda. Chapter 5, Worldly Duties and Spiritual Life. What is duty? We all busy ourselves with various kinds of activities we usually call duty, and very often we find that these activities bring only restlessness and misery. If this is true, there must be something wrong with our ordinary conception of duty. We do karma, work, but ordinarily we do not know how to turn it into yoga, a spiritual technique, a means for divine realization. What it simply means is karma can also become a tool to reach the divine. But generally, what is our experience? That karma, which we categorize it as duty, responsibility, it generally would bring restlessness or misery, extreme joy or sadness, something like that. Work always brings some disturbance. So, can we convert the karma into some form of um, uh, can we convert karma into a spiritual discipline as if? So let us look at what Swami Vivekananda has taught about karma yoga. So this is a quote from Complete Works of Swami Vivekananda as part of Karma Yoga, Swamiji's lecture series. Karma Yoga says, Swami Vivekananda says, Karma Yoga says, first destroy the tendency to project the tentacle of selfishness. So, first understand that the work that I am doing, do I have selfish motives in it? The tentacle, the chain, it's of selfish thoughts. And when you have the power of checking it through practice, we develop the power to check, control, hold it in, that selfishness habit. If I'm able to control it and do not allow the mind to get into the ways of selfishness, then you may go out into the world and work as much as you can. Such a powerful way of looking into it. First, let me work on myself and then go out in the world. Then work as much as you can. It will be magical. The effect will be magical. Then you may go out into the world and work as much as you can. Mix everywhere. Mix everywhere. Go where you please. You will never be contaminated. It's like when you churn the curd, the butter comes out. It floats. It never mixes back. So be like that butter. Mix everywhere, go where you please, you will never be contaminated by evil. There is the lotus leaf in the water. Water cannot touch and adhere to it. So will you be in the world. This is called Vairagya, dispassion or non-attachment. Without non-attachment, there cannot be any kind of yoga. Non-attachment is the basis of all yogas. How? So this non-attachment, this power can come out of practice. Constant vichara, that is my tentacle of selfishness coming out. So constant vichara and constant practice of checking it. So non-attachment, without non-attachment, there cannot be any kind of yoga. Non-attachment is the basis of all yogas. All yogas, not just karma yoga. The man who gives up living in the house wearing fine clothes and eating good food and goes into the desert may be a most attached person. Actually, it's all external show that, oh, I don't wear fine clothes and don't eat, and I stay in desert as if. But his only possessions, his own body, may become everything to him. So attachment is not in the externals. You may pose, but then you'll be an imposter. His only possession, his only body may become everything to him, so attached to it. And as he lives, he will be simply struggling for the sake of his body. Non attachment does not mean anything we do in relation to our external body, it is all in the mind. He may be a king, but uh, totally detached. Famous example of Raja Janaka. The binding link of I and mine. Where is this chain? It is in the mind. This tentacle of selfishness. If we have not this link with the body and with the things of the senses, so by magic this link will not be there. No, through constant vichara and practice, we have to constantly delink. It's not easy. The past sanskaras, past habits will not allow, create confusions. But then, how to remove those confusions? Satsanga is the way. Constantly soaking the mind in all those thoughts. So, if we have not this link with the body and with the things of the senses, we are not attached. Wherever and whatever we may be. A man may be on a throne and be perfectly non attached. Another man may be in rags and still very much attached. First, we have to attain this state of non attachment and then work incessantly. Karma Yoga gives us the method, and that will help us in giving up all attachment. What then do we mean by duty? Of the two words, obligation and duty, obligation suggests an immediate constraint and a specific reference. For example, a man is under an obligation to support an aged widowed mother. Duty, on the other hand, usually implies less compulsion from immediate circumstances but a greater impulsion on moral or ethical grounds. The English poet Wordsworth calls duty the stern daughter of the voice of God. We all know how sometimes we are torn asunder between duty and self interest, whatever we call it. For us unillumined souls, duty implies a degree of restraint or compulsion. The case of illumined souls is different. Sri Krishna, a divine incarnation, tells us in the Bhagavad Gita, I have no duty. There is nothing in all the worlds that I have not gained and nothing that I have to gain, yet I continue to work. Gita chapter 3:22. Divine incarnations and illumined souls work in a spirit of freedom out of their love for the suffering mankind, compassion. In the God man, there is no conflict of desires and consequently no conflict of duties. But for, going back, for us unillumined souls, duty implies certain degree of compulsion and restraint, but that's okay. He has only one way of doing a thing, and that is Godward way. Owing to ignorance, we are often confused about the nature of duty and also about the way of doing it, meeting it. So vichara can help us overcome this ignorance step by step. How do we do vichara? Through the words of the illumined souls, through the words of great acharyas, different scriptures, books,